How you going? Good to see you again. Yesterday I got some snags for myself from Ladsbrook Butchery in Roma. Comes in a reusable bag, which is good because I've run out of garbage bags. I can reuse the bag. So these ones, they're pork sausages. They're on special. Yep, $9.90 a kilo. So I got a kilo. Now, outside on the chalkboards and along the wall, the signs said special pork sausages, $9.90 a kilo. You go inside and look in the display case, it says breakfast sausages, $9.90 a kilo. And they are pork sausages, the breakfast sausages. As Queensland Country Meats told me a couple of days ago, beef sausages for dinner, pork sausages for breakfast. Ladbrokes obviously think the same thing. Well, it's my birthday. If I want to have dinner at 7:30 p.m. or start cooking dinner at 7:30 p.m, I will. Or breakfast, should I say. Yeah, cooking breakfast. Yeah. Breakfast sausages for dinner. So, 7:10, 7:15, thereabouts, Queensland time that is. New South Wales, you'd add an hour to that at the moment. Daylight saving is still going. But the cool change has arrived. It's only 33 degrees now. The wind's dropped off. It gets really windy here every afternoon. Blows a gale. And then as soon as the sun starts setting, the wind goes away. So a good time to start cooking breakfast. Dinner. You know what I mean. So I got the pan smoking away nicely. We still have gas in the bottle. I haven't put any oil in tonight because still a little bit of fat left there from the last time I cooked sausages. Just gave it a wipe out, get rid of most of it. And there's tonight's bangers. They're all linked together. I like that. We'll start loading the pan up. That'll do for tonight. 8 bangers. Still another 2 left there. As always, turn the heat down halfway so we're cooking slow on low. So, you've all seen me cooking bangers before, so I don't need to show you every step of the way. So how about I tell you about my little excursion yesterday. I went down to Surat, about 78 kilometres I think from here. Nice little town that once would have been a lot more thriving than what it is now, like most little country towns where the railway doesn't go anymore. It was the last stop of the last Cop & Co mail service in Queensland. They got one on display there, one of the coaches. Beautiful looking thing. There's no signs there indicating whether it's an as-is barn find or it's restored or anything. I'm guessing it's probably been restored, but you never know. I had a burger for lunch at one of the cafes there. Burger with the lot. Strangest burger I've ever seen. It had the beef patty, which unfortunately was a frozen patty. But you got to expect that in a town where the last butcher shop closed in 1994. Seriously, this butcher shop, the windows very dusty, hard to see in them, but it's just like the owner just shut the doors, locked them up, and that was it. The whole place just left as a time capsule since then. You can see the cash register, the display cases, you can see the bandsaw, the cool room, all just sitting there, little time capsule waiting for someone to open it in the future sometime. But back to the burger. It had the beef patty, had fried onion, had a bit of bacon, had egg. It had a bit of steak on it as well. Bit strange. I actually bit into the burger thinking, geez, it's a really grisly patty that you got in here, but it was steak. I didn't read the menu board clearly enough, obviously, because it did say steak. Now it also did say, although written in texter, plus pineapple, I couldn't find any pineapple in there, but at least it had beetroot, so that was good. You know, we'll give our bangers their first turn and rotation. Might have knocked the heat back a little bit. Remember, these are breakfast pork sausages. They're all nice and fat. Maybe I could have fit another banger in there. Reasonably evenly sized by the look of it. This one looks a tad longer, this one looks a tad fatter. It doesn't matter, they're all going to be good anyway. So anyway, I had my look around Surat and had my burger. Wouldn't go back for another one. Then decided to head up to Yulba along the Yulba-Surat Road, which was the route that the Cobb & Co coaches used to take. And I'm a few kilometres up along this road and there's a sign on the side of the road that says water lilies. Oh yeah, okay. Keep driving. I thought, well, you know, that's what I'm here to do, have a look around. So I did a U-turn, went back out there, and a few kilometres up this dirt track, there's this pond with beautiful water lilies in there, blue water lilies. They're native giant water lilies. They were pretty important food for the Aboriginal people back in the day. Everything on the plant is edible without even cooking it. They only flower when it's been a really good year, so I think I was lucky. It must have been a really good year. Anyway, back on the road, heading up the road, Yulba-Surat Road. There's a sign, point of interest 200 metres ahead. Oh, okay, we'll stop and look at that. Oh, there's a farm where the Cobb & Co coaches used to change the horses, feed the drivers, and they'd go off again. Yeah, alright, a few more kilometres up the road, there's another sign, point of interest 200 metres ahead. Oh, another changing station. And then every 5 kilometres there's another changing station. You know, the road must have been horrible if they were changing the horses every 5 kilometres along there. Then there was one, I was about to drive past, but there was a sign that said corduroys. Oh, that's different. So I pulled in, had a bit of a look, and this is the corduroys. So this was the original road that the Cobb & Co coaches used to ride down, and the ground was really soft and the wagons used to sink into it. So the Cobb & Co crew, I cut down popular saplings and laid the trunks across the road so that the wagon wouldn't sink into it. Now these trees you're looking at across the road here, the Cobb & Co coach, the last one went through here in 1924. That's 101 years ago. So these trees have been lying across this road here for over 100 years. And passengers all used to 100% agree that was the worst stretch of the road that there was. Anyway, we'll give the snags another bit of a turn. Got to keep them cooking evenly. Might take a fair bit of cooking these ones, they're pretty thick. Back to the story. Getting further up the road, another point of interest, this is after seeing a dozen more Cobb & Co changing stations. Another one that was a bit different. It was the Mary Ann. And here's the Mary Ann. Now the Mary Ann was a campground that predates Cobb & Co. This was back in the day where everything was delivered by bullock teams. So the bullokies dug out this dam by hand along the creek. So they had somewhere to camp, water the oxen before heading on south again. By hand with shovels. Anyway, it's still available as a free camp. You can light your fires there. Plenty of yabbies in the dam, I believe. Absolutely incredible. After that, pretty uneventful until you get up to Yulba, which is another town where everything's basically shut down. Bit sad, but still people living there. Still got the primary school, which is on two sides of the road, so it's a school zone all day from 7 AM through to 4 PM through the middle of it all. And then from there back to Roma. Interesting day. Burger was interesting. But anyway, back to the snags. So they're smelling pretty good. Starting to sizzle up as they're losing a bit of the fat. Not obviously intestine that they've got the skins, but they're also not splitting, so they're not paper, and they're most probably not that nasty enzyme stuff. They probably are intestine skins. So I'm expecting these. Yeah, they're intestine. Excellent. I'm expecting these to taste fantastic. So they've had a few turns and rotations while you weren't watching, and they're getting pretty close to it, I reckon. There's that biggest, fattest one. Just give it a few minutes more before we break it open and see if they're done. Righto, fattest one. They're done. Turn the gas off. And load up the blue plate of destiny. And let's see what they're like. And tonight's bread comes from Baker Roma in Roma. Local bread for local bangers. Now, I've got to admit it, I bought this bread 2 days ago. But it's pretty good. Nice and soft. I'm pretty sure it'll hold together and won't break apart with the banger. Butter. Now, that broken banger that we tested to see if it was cooked, I'm going to save that. I'm not going to get through all of these tonight. So, got a few bangers left over accumulating in the fridge. Let's see what I can do with that in the next day or two. Now comes controversy time. A couple of my viewers say I should do it triangular, like that. So I got a problem with that. Take a bite out of here. It's all snag nose sausage. Take a bite out of here. Wow. Sausage isn't quite big enough, but otherwise it'd be all snag nose sausage. And in the middle, too much bread for the amount of sausage. It doesn't work geometrically. So I do it this way. Now, I've mentioned in previous videos, the top crust of the bread is my favourite part of the slice. I like to leave that for last. So, I'm not a triangular person. I will not do triangles. Stop asking. Cheers. I do like, pardon me, I do like pork sausages. These ones taste fantastic. $9.90 a kilo. I don't care at all if it's nearly 8 o'clock at night and they're breakfast sausages. I'll eat them for dinner. It's my birthday, I'll eat what I want. It is a bloody good banger. Very reminiscent of the old school bangers from when I was a kid. If you're living in Roma, you're spoilt for choice for good bangers. Unless you want to go to the supermarkets. Woolies, of course, have their own bangers, which nothing out of the box. IGA, they got slate sausages. Yeah, they're none too good. No different from any other typical supermarket sausage. I don't think there's a Coles in town. If there is, I haven't seen it. Not looking for it. Alright, snag number 2. Another slab of bread. Another blue plate of destiny. Smear some butter on it. Never margarine, not on anything, it's garbage stuff. Grab a snag. And this time we got tomato sauce, the good one. And there you go. Pork breakfast sausage with tomato sauce. It is really nice. This stuff really brings a sausage to life. Now, pork sausages, they're a bit on the fatty side. Sweetness in this counteracts that, balances it out to a point. And it's delicious. It does still leave a little bit of a fatty film on the tongue though. So, the next one. Another slab of bread. Give a good smear of butter. Butter makes it better. Another snag, on it goes. Hot chili sauce. There you go. Look at that. You're jealous, aren't you? So 2-day-old bread's holding together pretty good. It's good bread. You're going to love this. It is a bit of acidity to the flavour in this, and it counteracts the fattiness of sausages really well. Even these breakfast pork sausages with this leaves the tongue feeling clean. And it tastes great too, it really does. Ladsbrook's breakfast sausages, pork sausages, depends which sign you're eating. Can't guarantee they're going to be at $9.90 a kilo when you get here. It doesn't matter. They're worth whatever they want to charge. And now, I think it's high time to raise our glass to Keith. I'll just clean the plate off a bit. Wow, it's better. Not perfect, but that'll do. Another slab of Baker Roma bread. Another snag. Oh, hang on. Can't do that. Gotta put the butter on first. Right, it's there. Snags there, and we're going to put on both sauces. Always give a shake up before you squirt it out. Just makes it more fun. Two sauces, one banger, one bread, spoon of butter. I know, you've seen it before. A tomato sauce, a chili sauce together on the one snag always makes it best. But this is next level. These bangers are fantastic. $9.90 a kilo. I got a feeling it might be a permanent special, but don't quote me on that. It might not be. When you get an absolutely glorious sausage at $9.90 a kilo, pig out. pig out while you can. Anyway, that's leaving me feeling pretty well stuffed. Love to try one with HP, but sorry, not tonight. Catch you next time. Ladsbrook Butchery in Roma. $9.90 pork sausages or breakfast sausages. You can have them for dinner if you want, even if they are breakfast sausages. Don't go past them.